So I want to talk about how to win in sales when all the circumstances might be against you. How do you win and create your income? You know, I'm curious, if I were to give you a referral and you called my friend 3 times and she didn't call back, what do you train your sales staff to say in the 4th voicemail? There's a difference between obtaining a referral and obtaining referral business. Hi Tim, it's Tamara with Advanced Results, 704-900-5855. Again, that's 704-900-5855. Mel Miller told me something awesome about you. Give me a call. That's it. I did a class 2 months ago, and a guy in there, in sales, 25 years, threw up before he made a phone call. I mean, I'm like, do you do this every day? I mean, he threw up in the trash can, like right in the room. We had to move it out of the room. And we need to make sure your mindset is in the right place, and also to make sure that you don't put your faith in your circumstances. Because when you do that, you become emotional, and when you become emotional, you lose. But what would happen if we started some intentional outbound activity? Now, by a show of hands, how many of you here enjoy prospecting? Okay, got a couple people. The rest of you seem depressed. I mean, that's what you do. You're hired as a salesperson. So here's the thing, if you don't like selling, then you should get a job, or you should learn to love it. If you don't like it, what that's telling me is that you don't like making new friends. Because when you're in sales, you're a professional friend finder. That's your job, is to make new friends. But if you don't like people, you shouldn't be in sales. So I'm not a big believer in motivation. I'm a believer in modeling, which means finding people that already have the result you desire and mimicking them. If you don't like prospecting and I show you these cool techniques of getting through gatekeepers or some things that really work, you won't receive it because you don't like it. So how many of you here enjoy prospecting? Okay, so let's just try that again. It's called fake it till you make it, which means I'm just going to say it and then I'm going to make you believe it. So how many people here love prospecting? Woo! All right, we are in a sales conference now. Excellent. If you used to believe that prospecting it just wasn't your thing, when we're done here in 90 minutes, I'm going to show you that it's going to be your thing. What is one skill, if you were absolutely excellent at it, would help you increase your income the most? What is that one skill for you? Do you like accountability? I'm going to convince you that you do, because people that are really successful have accountability. The majority of people I run into, though, they just have intentions. I want to make more money this year than I did last year. There's a problem with that, though, because what if I give you $5? You will have reached your intention, but I bet you're not going to be very satisfied. If you create a system for yourself to be successful and you know exactly who to call, when to call, what to say, those things are going to make you more money. Vertical means up. You want to be referred to the rich people. Yes, wouldn't that be better? Isn't it better to insure bigger companies, multiple locations, than just a single unit? Yes? Yes. Yes, okay. So we need to ask for that. But how many of you have actually, in the last month, called your customers and asked for referrals? So you used to hate cold calling, okay? Used to? Okay. Okay, okay, good, good. Just a little coaching there. So I just want to show you how to be better at it so that you have some success and you can do it. Because here's what happens. If you don't learn to love cold calling, when the market turns, it's the market's fault and you become a victim. Here's the thing about selling. It's not about what you're selling, it's about what they want to buy. It's not about what I'm going to say to you, it's what do you need to hear. And the difference is, same thing with referrals. If you don't ask for them, referrals have nothing to do with you and growing your business, and most people position it that way. Referrals have everything to do with your customers looking good with their buddies. Does that make sense? Because here's the thing. If I refer you to John, and I give you his name and cell phone number, you leave a voicemail like what I just gave you, and then he calls back and you share all the nice things I said about him, he's then going to call me and thank me for introducing him to you, the insurance guy and gal. See the difference? And now because you made me look good, you're going to get every referral from me for the rest of your life. It's called a preferred relationship. The number one question I get asked in sales, and this is from experienced salespeople, is they say, how do I become friends with this guy? I've known him for 10 years, but I don't know how to be better friends. Number one question I get asked. And experienced salespeople struggle the most in training because they're like, well, I prospected 20 years ago, but I haven't done it in so long, I don't know how to do it, but I also don't have as much money as I want to have. How do you get 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 referrals with names and cell phone numbers from clients that love doing business with you? How do you make cold calls, but more importantly, actually get people to call you back? How do you build business in a classy way? Our job is professional friend finders. Your job is to make friends, and if you don't like people, you got to go get a job. Well, it's not about who you know, it's about who wants to know you. That's the shift today. Here's the difference. Here's what I want to do. Is I want to be that person for you when you have that voice in your head that say, no, I don't have to prospect, I've made it so far without. I want to kill that voice because that's preventing you from making more money, right? That little voice in your head, yeah, I love it, nope, but it sucks. We need to kill that voice, and we need to put new voices in your head. And then what I want to do is when you're walking from the plate to the dugout, I want to make sure that I'm opening up a big, wide door for you to walk through so that you don't strike out as much. Let's make some phone calls. Anything that you want is really possible.